Hey guys, Jota here. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about the grenades of Enlisted. I'm basically going to be ranking them from worst to best. Now, basically, I'm going to be using the American grenade here, so this is going to be the MK2. But I'm going to say the Frag grenade, I'm going to use EPAC, smoke grenades, and Molotovs, obviously. Now, these will have different names. I'm just going to hop over to the German side. One. You'll see here, M24 and Neural Hand Granata smoke grenade. But it's the exact same. It doesn't matter what campaign. I know it's like the F1, I believe, for these in Moscow and in Berlin for the Soviets. So it's basically, yeah. So anyways, let me start with what I think is the worst and move on to the best. I'm sorry, but it has to be the Molotov for the worst. It's bad. Like, I don't like this at all. The only thing this is good for is denial, is area denial. If you don't know, you can actually use the Molotov to deny progress in an area. Like, for example, you can just throw this and it will stop enemies from moving into a certain area. Now, that's the only use I have for this. Using this effectively like a grenade or using it against a tank is they're very ineffective for this. And you can't use them to really clear a point. I'd say the regular grenade and the explosive pack does this job much better. And really, they're not. I mean, they're useful. You can use them. Like I don't know if I recorded this, if I set this in, if I uploaded this. But there was a time I was in Berlin. Some guy actually used a Molotov in a very intelligent way by blocking off an entrance, which I even quoted saying that was very intelligent by this guy. And, yeah, that's the only thing you can use Molotov for. But the thing is, the problem with this is, I'm just going to flamethrowers do the exact same job. Now, obviously, they do it a little bit. They do it better. It's better with using a Molotov because you don't have to use, flamethrower ammo for this. But still. Anyways, it comes in at number 4. Let's go on to number 3. For number 3, the smoke grenade, I feel bad for this. The smoke grenade is really fun, it's really useful. But the problem is, smoke grenades are line graphs in my opinion. Their usage is really early. People use smoke grenades really early. And they're used to dip. Now, if you have something like this, I don't have them. Where's my grenade pouches? Do I have any grenade pouches around here? I probably have them on my bomber. I think I've got it on one of these bombers. But if you do something... Yeah, I do. If you do something like this, that's... that would be quite useful. And I knew back in the day, people would use the large grenade pouch. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. And would use a grenade, an explosive pack, and a smoke grenade. Kind of similar to what the German shock troops... the German stormtroops did in real life. But the problem is, the smokes, I used to use these on snipers, but I don't do them anymore. It's fine, the smoke grenades are fine, but the problem is, they're outclassed by in my opinion, by the frag grenades and the explosive packs. We'll talk about them later. Oh boy. But yeah, the smoke grenades, they're good, don't get me wrong. Like, the Molotov, I said the Molotov were pretty bad. The smoke grenades are really good. But I would say their usage kind of dies the more in the campaign you go. Like, they're better than nothing. And, just throwing a smoke grenade into a window right before, just you use the smoke grenade, you throw it into a window or something, you block off a line of sight of an MG. That's really cool. That's a really good... And it's really tactical, but the problem is, or you use it to block to disguise a push, or even as a distraction for a push, because it catches eye. You can use it to catch someone's eye. You throw the smoke, but another thing as well, which kind of renders it kind of useless, which nowadays is, where is it? Is this the smoke artillery? Which, by the way, looks incredible. If you've seen the smoke artillery. It looked incredible. So that's another thing as well. Like, if you've ever been hit by a smoke artillery, you'll know how awesome that looks. Anyways, let's go on to number 2. For number 2, I'm sorry, it has to be the regular frag grenade. Now, the frag grenade is, again, like the smoke grenade, really good. It's really good for clearing buildings. Like, you can toss one in, and then immediately go straight in afterwards. Like, and the thing with the frag grenade is, yeah, it's, you know, it's not the... It's harder to notice as well, especially with the F1s and especially for the MK2s. They're a lot harder to notice than something like a smoke grenade or a explosive pack. However, I'm going to have to talk about the... I'll talk about it when I get to that elephant. It's outclassed by the explosive pack, so that's why it's only coming in at number 2. It's still really good, and it's really quick. It's a quick throw, and you can do a lot of damage with these. But it only had to come in. It had to come in at number 2, which is, I get why it's coming. It had to come in as the second option. But yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You knew clicking onto this video, it was coming in at number 1. I mean, this thing is... The explosive pack is borderline overpowered. It is overpowered. I've got a rant coming up on explosive packs. I know Dysphoria also just released a video on it, so check his video out as well. But I've got a rant on explosive packs coming up, which, yeah, they're overpowered. Like, they are the FG42 of... They are literally what the FG42 is to rifles. Overpowered, just borderline OP. These things can destroy tanks, they can destroy infantry. I've got videos coming up where I've literally been clearing points by literally just tossing these things in and getting like a few hundred kills with these things. These things are just absurdly powerful, which is why, in my opinion, they are the most overpowered. They're the best anti-tank weapon. They're the best anti-tank weapon in the game. They're the best grenade in the game. They're just probably the best killer in the game. Anyways, I'm just going to end this video here. You knew the explosive pack was going to be number 1. Leave some thoughts in the comments about where you'd put anything else. Like, where would you put the smoke grenade, the Molotov, or the frag grenade? Because, you know, the explosive pack is definitely number 1. And I'll see you guys in the next video.